and somebody are actually telling us that whether you are a content development company or a restaurant company. Well, why not? If KPMG could also become a content development company at some point of time, if say a GE can invest a lot of billions of dollars in entertainment business, then why not our restaurant becomes a content? There are many people who actually criticized us that, have you gone to so and so restaurant and know the owner? Still we go to that. No, why do I have to know the owner? No, you don't have to. But unfortunately or fortunately, you know that this man is the owner. Right? So if this owner comes and show the intent that I need more people to come and taste, all I am saying is that I am not doing any criminal thing. I am not even promoting something which is wrong or doing something wrong to the society. I am just asking that a planned approach to marketing.
Every restaurant looks for footfall. They may not create viral content, but Hanglaatherium has cracked the code of virality. But does this online buzz convert into real footfall? I mean, do you see customers walking through the doors because of the virality that you have been successfully able to do? Marketing is like biryani. If we mess up the layers, all we end up with is a spicy confusion and regret. But don't you worry, this is another dimension by Dipanita Gupta, and here we will together try to uncover the layers of marketing and perhaps a little bit of biryani one at a time. Wondering why we are talking about marketing and biryani in the same sentence? Because our today's guest is someone who is not just serving biryani but actually running a masterclass in digital marketing. He has built a brand, Hanglaatherium, which not only serves biryani but is actually being talked about widely. The team is making content that is going viral with no time. He is also the brain behind Kolkata's one of the most favorite t-shirt brands, Bongmed. And he is also the man behind one of the most renowned digital marketing companies in West Bengal and all across India, Anonymous Digital. If you run a hotel, cafe, restaurant, today's conversation is full of takeaways that you can actually implement from tomorrow. Let us welcome Sunando Banerjee.
Thank you. Thank you, Dipanita.
Thank you for coming to my show, Sunando da.
Well, thank you so much. Pleasure.
Okay, let us get straight to the point. At a time when cafes and restaurants are paying big bucks to vloggers and influencers, you decided to, take it all inside. You thought, my team can handle this. So was it a conscious decision, like a kind of secret A/B test to save cost, or that was a gut feeling that the fresh, quirky content capturing the raw moments will actually win hearts?
So I probably take it to a bit earlier stage of what Hanglaatherium is. So when you are actually building a brand, and at times that when we are bombarded with knowledge base from different sources, what needs to be done, which works for you. So there are multiple knowledge sources. Somewhere we tend to forget something, which is the essential part of the whole marketing system, which is the brand. So Hanglaatherium is a 14-year-old brand. And the way we have developed the brand, it's not just biryani. It's not just a restaurant, but it has a lot of things to offer. It's a place where people can come, have fun. Now, coming to your question that whether this is a conscious decision or not, or whether we are bypassing the path that people have taken through the food bloggers, no, we have not taken that. So yes, it is a very conscious decision. Rather, it is a very scientific decision. So the science behind this, all these things, what goes viral, what does not go viral, it depends on multiple aspects. What we are doing is that we are copying some of the trending reels across the world. We are not really creating or probably developing these ideas fresh. So what we are trying to do is that we are basically doing a search, and there is a team behind it who actually does a search that what is the trending reels across the world. Why? Because there is an algorithm which has helped these reels to go viral.
Right.
So we are taking it, but then should we go and copy it? No, I cannot. So there comes the branding aspect of it. So how Hanglaatherium had been positioned, how Hanglaatherium had been built, all these aspects has to be inbuilt in these reels or whatever we are doing. So we are basically contextualizing the already popular reels, and we are making it as real as possible so people can believe it. And why me? Why not others? Because somewhere or the other, even though I don't want to, but somewhere we have analyzed that people kind of consider me as the face of Hanglaatherium. So there are multiple people. Say for example, Abhijit is there, Priyali is there, who are like constantly putting a lot of effort. However, they recognize this brand with me. And that happens with many brands.
And that's actually, works
Yeah,
when
it
there's a
works.
human face behind the brand.
So all we did is that we humanize the brand and then we put a face on top of it. But whether this will stop going to the bloggers or food bloggers, we had been extremely happy to get associated with a lot of food bloggers, not only from Kolkata, but from Delhi or Mumbai. They had come, they had spent some lovely time and they had talked about it. All this thing had helped us to build where we are today. And on top of that, we are doing this. We may not do this after say 2 months or 3 months. We may probably take some other route. But at this point of time, yes, this is working. This is not a A/B test for sure. This is a very calculated, a planned approach to marketing. And we thought about it, we discussed a lot, we debated a lot. My team at Anonymous, they kind of at point of time they got angry with me that I was not really ready to do that, because I am extremely comfortable in the back of camera. The moment I am in front of the camera, I feel very nervous. So, but thanks to them, that nervousness had gone away, and also my team.
And I guess the genuineness, that is very relatable.
Yeah, the genuineness has to be there. I mean, if you are actually talking about a brand and you are bringing a face, so say for example, I'm taking Saurabh Ganguly to promote, say a very pessimistic and a conservative brand. Okay, it doesn't work.
No.
Because his character does not go with that. So somewhere whatever we are doing goes with Hanglaatherium, the ethos that we have built, the lineage of whatever we have done in this 15 years that works with it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's great. But we all know, like everyone says, consistency is key in social media. But teams turn to, burn out fast. So how did you keep this fun thing alive while creating content on a consistent basis?
So, as you said, the consistency is the key in everything that goes on the social media, or probably the digital media, requires certain amount of consistency. Now, if you look at our page, Hanglaatherium, which is built almost 14 years back, and in 14 years, we have never stopped posting something on the page. So that consistency is already there, which is inbuilt in the very DNA of the brand. Today we are doing, as I said, that today we are doing these reels, which are exhaustive. It's not an easy task, because we have to complete this before the restaurant hours, and then our people have to come. There is a teamwork that goes on. Of course, there is a chance that people get bored, but if we can introduce, and that happens in the workspace also, that if we introduce some amount of fun element in the whole work, then the work gets pleasurable.
True.
So all we did is that everyone is a creator in our team. So everyone, starting from the person who serves to the receptionist to everyone, we kind of encourage them to come out with new ideas. And today they are all a part of my elaborate, research team.
So it's not like that they are just executing what
No,
you're
they are not
saying, they're
executing at
part
all.
of
They are
it.
actually giving their opinions, and we
That's
are
great.
hearing them very carefully, because it's a teamwork, and people have understood that this teamwork has worked for us. And I kept on telling them that it may not work tomorrow. We need to probably find out something else. However, whatever goes on at this point of time,
Absolutely.
yes, but yeah, in multiple,
You should always be ready
yeah, in
for
multiple
pivoting.
social media platform, yes, you are absolutely right. The periodicity and the regularity is a must. Yeah.
Right, right. That's great. And talking about, consistency and all, every restaurant looks for footfall. They may not create viral content, but Hanglaatherium has cracked the code of virality. But does this online buzz convert into real footfall? I mean, do you see customers walking through the doors because of the virality that you have been successfully able to do?
Yeah, of course, it
Okay.
does. Our footfall has increased close to 10% from what it was 2 months back. More importantly, Hanglaatherium was considered to be a place for people like us. We are the older generation, the boomer generation, however, the millennial probably.
Yes.
But after this so-called the viral reels and other stuff, we are seeing a lot of footfall from the Gen Z of the world. So, for example, my son and his friends, whenever they used to plan a party or they used to plan to go out for food, they never used to plan for Hanglaatherium. But these days, I'm seeing at least few of their friends are coming, and they're saying, "Uncle, tomar reel ta khub bhalo hoyechilo." So,
That's
which gives
awesome.
me some kind of pleasure that yeah, and somehow I have connected to my son's generation. Yeah.
Okay, but tell me one thing. I mean, was sales ever a part of your original plan? Was it an objective when you thought about creating content, or was it an effort? Was it a calculated, process that you thought about bringing in to build a high recall value?
Both, actually. So, I mean, if I'm doing marketing and if that marketing does not boost sales in some way, I cannot really guarantee sales to through a marketing campaign for sure.
Right.
But then if I am establishing a brand and I'm basically talking about a brand, the brand, and what I'm trying to do is that, yes, of course, there is a recall value that I'm creating. But at the end of the day, whenever, I mean, it's not only Hanglaatherium with which we are working as a company anonymous, we are working with multiple restaurants. Of course, sales is a very primary part of the whole, the whole thing that we do.
Whole scheme of things, yeah.
These days, there are other problems also. There are, even if I'm increasing the sales, then it is probably going to the Swiggy, Zomatos of the
Yeah,
world.
right.
And that is also taking some chunk of your revenue. So people are not that happy that even my top line is going up. So the bottom line. So these are like very, very definitive sales call. Most of the people, and I'm not blaming them, but most of the people in general, they relate marketing directly with sales.
Yes.
So I am spending this much of money, why my sales is not increasing? They have to understand that this will not kind of a magic potion that I give and then immediately my sales boost. We have to continue doing things so that after a certain time you would see people are coming up. Having said that, these are like typical marketing talks, but
Right.
yes, but can I really tell customer that no, I cannot boost your sales? No, I cannot, because at the end of the day, I need to bring sales in some way or the other. Digital marketing has given us certain advantages here. So digital marketing has given advantage for multiple business. For example, if I am having an e-commerce business, I can actually show that my marketing effort of X amount has actually given you the Y amount
Yes,
of
the
revenue.
data is all out there.
The data is all out there. So these are advantages. At the same time, when I'm having a limited budget, most of the restaurant works with a very limited budget. So with that limited budget, I can actually figure out that what best works for me. And it is very different from companies to companies, restaurant to restaurant, business to business. So for us, yes, coming to your question, the boosting the sales was definitely one of the key reasons for which we have done everything. However, whenever, I mean, if you look at the existence, the very existence of Hanglaatherium, as a brand, as a company, we were never really a very preachy, very sales centric organization. We feel very nice when people recognize us. We feel very nice when people come back to us after a long time. We feel extremely happy when I get a reference. Somebody comes and said that, you know, my friend had told me to come over here. These are certain things which actually inspires us. And that is why throughout our this 15 years or 14 years journey, we have kept on talking about the other aspects of the restaurant. So yes, so whatever we are doing today, and somebody are actually telling us that whether you are a content development company or a restaurant company, well, why not? If KPMG could also become a content development company at some point of time, if say a GE can invest a lot of billions of dollars in entertainment business, then why not our restaurant becomes a content? So food to me is also a content.
Of course.
Yeah, we consume it. Also, this whatever we are doing, people are consuming it. You know, these days it is like I'm consuming digital data. Yeah, I think it's fun. The fun thing has to be there in an organization. So whatever we do, sales will increase if everyone is happy. Okay. Have you ever seen an organization with sad people doing great sales? No, cannot be. So people have to have that passion that yes, in the morning when they wake up, they should feel happy that yes, I'm going to a fun place. And that is a motto that we carry everywhere. So if you come to Bongmed, if you come to Anonymous, if you come to Hanglaatherium, you'll see that people are happy. And that's the general feel, because I have worked 23 years in a software company. I always used to tell myself the day I wake up and feel I'm not feeling like going to office, that should be my last day. I should leave because I'm not happy. I think this is what is more important to us as a company. It may not be the right approach for anyone, but for us it is a very important aspect that, you know, people who are coming there like laughing. So somebody, you know, yesterday only a mother and her child came, and then the mother was looking at me and the child also was looking at me, and both of them said that apni ki comedian. So yes, if somebody is recognizing a restaurant owner as a comedian, I take that as a compliment. Yeah, it's a compliment. So yeah, I never even thought that, okay, my mother only gets confused that what the hell this guy is doing.
Is he a software engineer?
Yeah, is a software engineer, or I mean, she still has that shock that, okay, a software engineer is now making biryani, which itself is a very complicated thing. However, now her son has become a comedian, so probably she has to live with it.
So there I see the lines blurring, I mean, across your different roles.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but one thing you said very nicely, I mean, the secret sauce to increasing sales and creating content, viral content at the same time, is be happy. Keep the fun element alive.
True, very true.
I mean, within you and among your team.
That's
right?
True.
Yeah. So as a digital marketer yourself, you have run campaigns for multiple brands. But when it came to your biryani brand, you chose a different route. Was it because the ROAS that you were expecting, that you wanted to have, was you thought wouldn't be coming through campaigns, digital campaigns, or what was the thought from a digital marketer's point of view?
So okay, whatever. So today the media has changed. Okay, so whenever we are into advertising, we need to basically develop content, and then we need to distribute it.
Yes.
Right? We need to distribute it. So in digital marketing, when we are distributing, we are basically doing some paid campaign. So there is a return on that we
Yes.
call as ROS. So whatever I do, there is a spending which we have to do, and we have to give it to, say, Meta or some others,
Yeah.
or Google or something. Now this field, this whole gamut of thing where people are spending is increasing. Like if you look at the digital spend across the world, it is probably more than 70%. At a rate it is growing, and it's going to go up. Even very traditional brands in Kolkata, they are also now spending on digital marketing.
Right.
So at the end of the day, you as a consumer, you are getting a lot of feeds which are having certain call to action, that okay, my biryani is the best, somebody is saying that my chicken is the best, somebody is saying that my veg dishes are the best, but everyone is claiming to be the best.
Yeah.
Now as a customer, as a consumer, as a foodie, you get a lot of choices, and everyone is trying to raise their flag and saying that we are the best. We felt that let's come out of it. So across all our campaigns, we never said that we make the best biryani.
Yeah, I don't remember
Okay.
any of your reads
No,
saying
we
that.
never say that. We never say that we are the best restaurant either. And I know that we are not. I personally have liked other biryanis also. So how can I say that? It will be a blunt lie. So I cannot say that. So what I would do, we have tried doing lead generation through digital campaigns. So basically doing awareness campaign. Okay.
Yes.
So people should be aware that there is a brand which makes so and so food. Again, the awareness campaign, your attention span is very small, and then you are basically pushing a button to ask about it. These are things which are difficult, of course, and this ROS, sometimes it is good, sometimes it is bad. However, it is very difficult to understand this ROS in a proper manner, and especially how much of it is affecting your sales, because we are not an online brand, right? If we are an e-commerce brand, it becomes much easier that okay, so for example, Bongmed, we know exactly that if I spend this much of amount in the ad,
Yeah.
then I'll get this much of business.
Yeah.
Here, yes, there were awareness campaign. Of course, when we are doing catering, we are doing lead generation, and that gives us certain results. We can understand that okay, to get this many number of leads, this much amount of money we have to spend. But footfall generation through ad is a very, very difficult task. I mean, you go to any marketing person, they would say that it is very difficult.
Very
okay?
difficult task.
So we don't have that much money that we go and bombard with the city with all the hoardings and the banners. Of course, that works. If I go for the radio jingles, all the FM channels, yes, it works. And there are multiple brands who are doing this. But we don't have that much money. So what actually left to us? Okay. We were extremely fortunate that the so-called influencers had been extremely kind to us, and they had time and again had supported our brand. They have made content that had helped immensely to establish the brand. There are multiple food bloggers. I would never say them food bloggers. They are like good friends who are into food blogging. They had been very kind to us, and they had done it organically. They came, they liked the food, and they talked about it. Of course, this is like, but then everything has a a lifespan.
Lifespan, yeah.
So we need to come out with something which is cost effective. A. B is that the most cost effective thing for Hanglaatherium is myself, because I am not going to charge Hanglaatherium for anything.
Right.
So everybody felt that okay, we got a free resource and let's utilize it. But yes, again, as I told you, like it's a very scientific and very well thought decision to go for this. And we thought that let's work with it. We were pretty much sure that this will work. The same thing we have told many other brands also to do, but there are not many brands who could be willing to do that.
Take that risk, perhaps.
Take that risk, and also there is a image problem, there is a ego issue, there is a whole personality thing which may not go. But then whether they will all do this fun thing, no, there are multiple ways of doing that. I always feel that this owner based, there are many people who actually criticized us that have you gone to so and so restaurant and know the owner? Still we go to that. Why do I have to know the owner? No, you don't have to. But unfortunately or fortunately, you know that this man is the owner. Right? So if this owner comes and show the intent that I need more people to come and taste, all I am saying is that I am not doing any criminal thing. I am not even promoting something which is wrong or doing something wrong to the society. I am just asking that, you are doing diet extremely good, but break the diet for a day and have biryani.
Enjoy biryani.
Enjoy. So I think that's how it has worked. That's how it has worked.